Hey everybody, my name is Trozzy and welcome to a Starcraft 2 cast. Here we have a Zerg vs Protoss on the map Backwater Gulch. I think that's what it's called. And in the bottom right corner we have Helvar spawning as the purple Zerg. And in the top right corner we have Pipebombman spawning as the green Protoss. Now I'm not sure what league this is from. I just grabbed it from the replay website on the internet. It is pretty recent. I went to the recent files and I picked one out. I have not watched this before, so let's see what goes on. Alright, well, first of all we have Helvar sending his overlord to scout in the right direction. That's always a good start. As it looks like Pipebombman is opting to not make a wall at his ramp and putting the pylon next to his base. His nexus, sorry, base, same thing. No pull yet for Helvar, so obviously he's not looking to rush too much, I suppose, as he's up to 13 supply now with no pull. We do have a gateway now going up for the Protoss player, and still not much we can see from this so far. There's no yes, there is an assimilator going up now. It's hard to tell what you can get from this so far, so we'll just have to keep watching and find out. We're up to 14. The pool, where's the pool? The pool is going up now for the Zerg player. No gas yet, so he's not looking for some expensive units or teching up yet. And we just have a pylon going down here. Obviously looking to warp in units down there to protect what looks to be an expansion here, eventually. We now have a cybernetics core going up instead of a gateway, so he's looking to get the warp gate technology and the stalkers fairly early, as we see an extractor finishing for the Zerg player, as the spawning pool finishes now. Helvar's overlord has come and reached his opponent, so he will see this gateway and cybernetics core, and possibly the gas. Yes, he does see the gas. Alright, and then we see a second gateway going up now with the second assimilator done, so he's getting ahead on his gas here. Still not much going on down in the Zerg's base. We have an expansion going up at this high hill over here. That's an interesting move. Got a sentry popping out before the zealot, looking to block off that ramp because it is a small ramp. As we see warp gate technology and the stalker being built here, as well as metabog boost being researched and a queen popping out now. Still no second gas for the Zerg player, but an expansion going up over here. Interesting to see that he hasn't put it here, he's put it on the far side, which is probably a good idea, because if the Protoss player knows he's down here, he'll just go down this way. He probably won't look over here, so it is a good move. We have the second extractor coming out now as the queen's finished, and a robotics facility now going up for the Protoss player, as well as a forge. So he's getting a mix of buildings here, the Protoss player. Just putting some pylons at the back there, as we see the first two stalkers coming out. Helvar is now researching to a lair. What's the hotkey unit? Okay. Helvar is fairly behind on the spot and the drone and the work account, that's what it's called. He's 18 while Protoss is 25, so he's falling behind there, as we see a lot of drones being transferred over to this high hill. Yeah, we do have a few speedlings sitting out here waiting for, just checking to see when the Protoss player does move out, so he has a warning, as an overlord was killed up here and he's now supply blocked. Not a good move. A lot of income coming in over here for the Zerg player at the high yield, whatever it's called. An observer is coming out. Oh wait, I'm still in the units tab. Oops. Okay. Oop. We do have an engagement here, but the force field was able to put up on the ramp. As you can see, the ramp is small, so that one force field blocks off the entire ramp. As we do see a Twilight Council and another gateway coming up for the Protoss player. While the Forge is researching weapons level 1. While Burrow is being researched down here in the lair. There is an observer in here, in the Zerg's base, and he has got no detectors to see that yet, so we'll see what happens there. And he'll see a roach warren popping up in the Zerg's base. So we now have a total of 3 warp gates, a robotics facility, and a robotics facility now. With now an immortal coming up, we do see a lot of lings getting past all those units and running into the mineral line. That is a lot of Zerglings, and he is going to lose a lot of his units here. He was able to get his probes out of there, but he will lose all these zealots and possibly the sentries. No, just the zealots. Oh, that zealot is hanging by a thread with 12 HP left. And we have got zealot legs researching in the Twilight Council, as well as tunneling claws and 8 roaches popping out. Still the observer here, seeing exactly what's going on. He won't be able to see what's researching, but he can see there is something going on there. And expansion now going up for the Protoss player and a pylon. Supply count is a bit more even at the moment, but it's still favouring the Protoss player, which is not good for Zerg. Zerg always needs to be ahead. As we see our armour level 1 being researched now for the ground units of Protoss. Some more zealots being made here. As we see an overlord. Does he see the scout? He does not see. He does not know there is an expansion there yet, but probably assuming so. Do have a lot more lings coming up to join this force up here with the burrowed roaches and a couple of lings here. Not much else going down at the Zerg base here. No tier 2 buildings being made as the observers decide to move away, which is interesting. Burrowed roaches now coming up as the lings are trying to get a surround on this army, but they're not able to do it. Those force fields have done a good job. Very good placement of force fields, as lings are not being able to do any damage except to this wall gate, but the zealots will take care of that. He does not see these burrowed roaches yet, though. That's a big thing. But the good thing about this force field was there was only one stalker open to attack from those Zerglings. This is not very good for the Protoss player, as the burrowed roaches are now in the mineral line and they will be popping up anytime soon. So there's 24 Zerglings being produced right now. I don't know when he's going to pop up there. Blink now being researched in Twilight Council. Interesting. I think the Blink research time is going to be extended in the update, the 1.4 update. That could affect play a fair bit. I'm not sure because I'm not a Protoss player. 2 more simulators going up now. The burrowed roach is still just hanging out here. I am a Zerg player, and if that was me, yep, there we go. I'll pop them up right there and kill all these probes. There's a lot of workers being killed here. He has not seen it yet. He's just gone. Protoss has just gone ahead to the high hill to attack that instead. Does he know that there's the roaches back here attacking his base? I'm not sure. But all these Protoss players will take out the not Protoss players. Those units will take out the Zerg expansion. And it is a pretty even battle here. We've got all the units killed thing. I've got to get used to these hotkeys here. 28 to 5. So Zerg Helvar has killed 28 workers of Pipebombman, and this army will clean up these roaches by the looks of it. That immortal doing great damage to armored units. being the roaches. Got more roaches hanging out here. Helvar is far behind on the supply count again, losing his army. We've got a couple of down buildings here, so that will slow down his production for a while. Still no tier 2 buildings going down here, despite the lair. I'm guessing that was just for the barrow then. But Pipebombman still seeing everything that's going on, seeing that there's all these roaches, a lot of roaches actually. How many roaches is that? 18 roaches. D, yep, production. As we now see the Protoss player coming to attack the base, thinking he can finish it off. There is a lot of roaches up here. I'm not sure that this army will be able to take all these roaches out, but if Helvar does not micro these roaches a bit more, he will lose them all. As we see Protoss ground weapons level 2 coming out. It looks like these roaches will all fall, and this could most likely be the GG here. Yep, this should be it, as we just see some more production going on back at Protoss base. And Pipebombman leaving his opponent. That's odd. And the force field just to block those lings from coming out the door. I don't think Zerg will be able to come back from this very well at all. He's only got these lings. He should be trying for some tier 2 units here, like infestors or hydralisks. But he's only surviving on one base at the moment, and no units on these extractors, which is not a good move. So he's getting no gas at the moment. These lings, the Zerglings, trying to do some damage to the Protoss army, but they are getting cleaned up. And there is the GG. GG. So that was, I wouldn't say a one-sided battle. It's just, I think Pipebombman was just ahead the whole time, but it wasn't one-sided. Helvar did get in here and do a lot of damage to the mineral line, and was able to clean up this army. Not clean it up, just take care of the army that was in here while Protoss set out to attack this base. It could have gone either way if things had happened a little differently, like those force fields not going down here before. That could have changed the game completely. But Zerg did only have one base, and it was all the way over here. Sorry, one expansion, and it was all the way over here, and no tier 2 units, so he was fighting an uphill battle the whole time, basically. So thanks for watching, guys. If you think I did a good job on this cast, which I'm very new to this, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will be looking forward to doing more of these. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.